Hi, I'm Mark Elliott, Yellow Hat Home Inspections.
Okay, come on in.
Thank you very much. So we're going to do the inspection of your house.
Okay.
I'll start on the outside and work my way around. Once I've done the outside and everything, I'll come and do the interior of the home.
Okay.
Just a quick question. Your clean outs to the sewer lines?
It's in the back.
They're in the back, are they? Good. Okay.
Yeah, it's right by the swimming pool area.
By the swimming pool area, that's super. Could you open the garage for me?
Sure.
And I'm just going to go straight back out and start.
Okay, and do you need me to stay here?
No, I'm fine. You want to go, and if you leave a telephone number, and I'll give you a call when when I'm leaving and everything.
Okay.
Do you know if my clients are going to come here?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but I can. If you leave a number, I can call you and tell you. The only thing is locking up.
Right. Let's see. How long do you think it'll take?
It's going to take 2.5, 3, 4 hours. Depends really.
Okay.
What I can do, if you've got a key, okay, I can lock it all up.
Okay.
Do you come in normally by the garage?
We'll come from the front.
You'll come from the front?
Yes.
Okay. What I could do is I can lock it all up, and then I'll go out through the garage, because I can close the door as I go out.
Right.
But I'll leave the key in the kitchen. Would
Okay.
that work for you?
Yeah, that should be fine. Do you have a card?
I do, but in the car.
Okay.
I'll get it for you, okay?
Hey guys.
This is a light fitting, should be corked around here. It prevents water entering into it. If the water gets in there, it can energise the wall because of the conductors. We're at the left hand elevation. The air conditioning unit needs to be levelled. This is the meter. This is, oh, it's not loose, but it needs caulking. Need caulking around these areas here. Now we have a differential settlement crack here. It's quite old. See, it's been repaired in the past. It's running from the window down to the ground, or the foundation. We have a little bit of erosion here. Here's the gas supply. We'll check that for a gas leak. Okay, no gas leak there, that's good. the grade is drying, and you can see here you've got a gap opening up. So as the grade dries out, it pulls away from the foundation. So we're not getting enough water here. A large tree in front elevation. You should perhaps consider putting root barriers in around the tree here to prevent the root systems growing and getting underneath the foundation itself. Now here all the grading slopes towards the house. That's not allowed these days, but when this house was built it was open. You could do it if you wanted to. The only issue is in really heavy weather that you could get flooding into the house if it doesn't drain around the house properly. At the right elevation, you see you've got a downpipe here emptying onto the grade. It should have an extension on it, take it away from the building itself. Here we've got another differential crack. And we've got cast iron in the wall here, but we have PVC cleanouts here. That's good news. It could be that the cast iron's been replaced. Another differential crack here, and another one up here. Here you could see the actual window. It's separating slightly. It's been doing it a while. It's been caulked and then recaulked again. And this needs recaulking down the bottom here too. And we have a differential crack running down the side here. It's running to the foundation. We're now at the garage, and we've got considerable. This is very, very considerable cracking. This wall actually could collapse. As the wall starts to crack and open up big gaps like this, the whole thing can start to lean. It doesn't seem so at the moment, but it could well be that it will deteriorate further. Here we've got a possible water ingress here. You can see these are the control cables for the sprinkler. They should be sealed and against the wall. This should be sealed too. Here we've got differential settlement again, and we've got settlement of the drive. You can see it's been undermined here. There's considerable settlement on the right hand elevation. You can see on the wall here and down here how the little gap's opening up. That's a considerable gap. That has to be fixed. It's only going to get worse. And then coming down to this area here, you can see right here the wall is separating from the foundation. We've also got undermining of the drive here. You can see the area here. Up here we've got exposed cables. They should be capped off. and we've got settlement here. See the crack running down. There's signs of water penetration here and here. Now it looks like it's got a new roof on, and so this might be old damage. But certainly that is water penetration that causes that. Up here there's water penetration too. There's a pool, got a safety fence around it. Pool light is on. We've got some cracks around the coping over here. And we don't have an anti-entrapment drain. Well worth having one of those fitted. Pool equipment, there's abandoned water heater here. The electrical supply box is rusting out. Well, there's no apparent leaks here at the moment, although there's been a previous repair down here. We've got some high grading along the side here. You can see where it's coming up to the foundation, touching it. It needs to be raked back. You don't want the dirt or the landscaping to touch the brickwork. Bricks are porous and they allow water to pass in and out. We have penetration on the roof here. It's a boot penetration, it's rubber and it's split and leaking. Ventilation is ridge vent. I recommend that is changed very quickly because it's going to leak. It'll allow water inside the building. We have settlement at the front of the house, you can see here and here. internal inspection. Yeah, here we could see movement. This again is settlement. Yeah, we've got movement around here. Looks like a bit of water penetration too. Have a cast iron sewer line here. Hopefully the sewers under the house will be swapped out. It won't be cast iron. Now in here we've got the water heater. We're going to have a look at that. It's the water heater. We don't have a sediment trap, and there's no safety pan under the water heater. And the vent hood is not connected correctly. There's insufficient combustion air. Dielectric union, that's good. Oh. Temperature pressure relief valve is not operating correctly. Close the garage door. Strips are working. Cover missing from the light. We're in the bathroom, guest bathroom, just off the kitchen. Have a very noisy fan. Sounds like an aeroplane taking off. Here we have a outlet, and we should have 100 and okay, so we've only got 117 volts. That means it's dropping more than 3%. So that isn't good. We should not drop below 120. With a drop like that, it indicates there might be a problem with the wiring, but it'd be well worth having an electrician check this out. it's a GFCI, so we're going to check to see whether or not it trips. No, it's not tripping. In fact, it's got an open ground. So yeah, we have a problem with that outlet. Wait to see if we've got hot water coming through. And while I'm waiting for that, let's put the hot water on the sink. Yeah, we've got hot water. Another outlet here we're going to measure. Well, it's not proving to be very good. Okay. $117. So we've got 117 again. That's the food disposal. Signs of water leaks at the food disposal. Okay, we've got warm water. This is the dishwasher cycle. We'll just put it on a normal cycle. And let's go off and find other outlets to test. And now I'm still in the kitchen area. Okay, so we've got 122 here, that's good. Let's try this outlet here. And we've got 122 on this circuit too. So it seems down in the laundry room and on the outside wall of the kitchen we've got a problem with the power. It's dropping too much. 122, so that's okay. So we measured this and we've got 117 on it. Which again could be on that same circuit we've got in the kitchen. I'm not going to check which circuit it's on, I can't really do that easily. Okay, here we go, 117. Just make sure the door's not sticking, which it's not. Let's continue round. Closet. Probably had a water heater in it once. You never know. Bedroom. We're in a small bathroom. Still waiting for the hot water to come through there. There's water penetration at this window here. Window located in the front bedroom, front elevation. Get rid of this tool for the moment. Into the office. looking for water penetration, basically. The enemy of all houses. Into the master. We have an outlet here. We check on the voltage. And we've got 118, so see, we've got to have better than 120. 120.6 is what it should be. We've got 118 again, so we're getting 118 consistently, so there's a larger than normal voltage drop. So we're in the hallway, and you can see there's a differential crack running across the top of the ceiling here. Going up into the attic. Okay. Well, we have quite an old furnace here. Looks like the original equipment. The air conditioning has been changed, but the old furnace is still in place. We'll light that later. There's signs of water penetration at the flue to the furnace. Now the air conditioner is actually mounted on the rafters, no, the joists. It's actually mounted directly on the joist. It should actually be suspended. There's also a lot of damage to the insulation and some insulation damage there, and the pipe's slightly crushed. We've also got a power cable running over a service board. So now what we're going to do is make sure the air conditioning is turned down to the lowest level, because in a short while we'll be running the test. All I've got to do is find the setting. Here it is. It's set at 77. We're going to change it, put it on the lowest. I'm going to leave it on here for about half an hour before I test it. Okay.
Nobody here home?
Nobody home.
You go or what?
I'm a home inspector.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so I'm just working.
Okay. Okay, you come here.
Yeah. we have a crack appearing here. You see? It's actually because of the house moving. The electrical panel is actually inside a closet. It's not a good idea for an electrical panel because clothes are an accelerant for a fire. And I need to get at it, and I've got to move the clothes. Sorry about that. There's no markings, they're not marked up. There's a few little bits of inscriptions here, but the board should be marked up completely, telling us what every breaker is for, and it's not done that. It's a new board, which is something. Okay, let's take the cover off. Now you can see how difficult it is for me to squeeze in here. This also is a problem. You should have 36 inches clearance around either side of the unit and up to 78 inches from the ground above it. We've got neither. I think I could turn this camera off for the moment. You don't need to see this cool. Okay. I'll double tap in. We have copper and we have aluminum wiring. We have aluminum wiring. Yeah. There's aluminum wiring here. Yep. Yeah, it's aluminum wire. And that could account for the voltage drop. And because it's got aluminum wiring, I'm going to call for an electrician to check it out. Okay, now we're going to attempt to find out what the voltage is. We got 238. Only 114. $126. $113. $237.38. $238. Oh, you don't believe it, man. The air conditioning is not really performing well. But also, as we've gone round the property, there are now multiple signs that the foundation is moving. Up here, we've got the ceiling moving away from the actual wall, happening on both sides as the building settles. Got cracks here. This door here actually is now jammed on the carpet. It would never have been laid like that, you see. It's not shutting properly. And we have this crack along here. Obviously we talked about that before. But in here we've got another crack running right up here, and this door sticks. Oh no, that door doesn't stick. One of these doors does. I think it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, this door is sticking around this area here, which is classic for movement. And we have another sticking door here. Yep, that door's sticking. And then finally we have a crack here, running here. And all of that is classic for foundation settlement. So we can honestly say the foundation is settling, and you probably should consult with a foundation specialist regarding what should be done for this property. We're going to do we're going to do an infrared scan of the building. See if we can find any possibilities of water leaks. Well, we have missing insulation from the walls there, missing insulation from the ceiling, Yeah, there's lots of heat coming in from the outside world here. The insulation is no too good. None too good. Yeah, there's a lot of insulation missing. All up here, up the top here, insulation missing. We can't find any water leaks at the moment. Let's go into the master. Well, there's a lot of insulation missing from around the ceiling all the way around here. It's going to make it a strain to cool. The air conditioning is not working none too well anyway. With this missing insulation that we can see here, it makes it even worse. Okay. Well, there's water coming out. Well, that's not surprising. The curtain's open. That's okay. No real leaks from there. And there's no real leaks from there. There's a cold area there. So, apart from missing insulation in the attic, and that's not surprising because it's an old house. And the standards for insulation when this house was built were quite different to what they are now. So, you would be well advised to plan to put in more insulation. Okay, we're about to put the sewer cam down. So, we have a cast iron sewer. This is a old sewer. Cast iron's been left in place. And we've got a bit of PVC, so we've got cast iron and we go to PVC, 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 and we've got a lot of water on the camera head. Let's go and turn some water on. So there's been a partial repair of the sewer line. It would have at one time all been cast iron. And the first places that cast iron leaks is around joints, especially around the actual bathrooms and kitchens and places like that. So a plumber would come in and he may just replace that part there, the bit that's offending, like it's under this floor here. We've got a shower, we've turned it on, there should be water running in a minute, but under here it's almost certainly been replaced as plastic, but between here and the other bathrooms it's going to be cast iron, which means we've probably identified the area in which we've got the foundation movement. I don't like that, it's filling up. I'll turn that off. That's not draining very well. We'll leave that as it is. And I'll turn on the faucet in the kitchen. Oh, I don't want hot, I want cold. Okay, let's go and see what we've got here. I think we have a cast iron, mixture of cast iron and PVC. Here, okay. Okay, we've got water running. It's cast iron again. More cast iron. There's a joint here, and almost certainly be leaking because the cast iron pipes are coming 5-foot lengths and they're connected using a rubber gasket that seals them from the water, but over years that actually deteriorates. So we've got more cast iron. More cast iron. It's very, very rusty. Okay. We'll not go any further here. I'm going to back out now because I've seen enough and I don't want to get my camera stuck. So we're backing out, we have cast iron. Very poor condition, the cast iron sewer. And then we go into, yeah, we've got cast iron. And I think there might be a separation in the line here. Yeah. And then we're back to cast iron. So we have a cast iron sewer. Now we're going to run the sewer line down to the city. I have to turn the camera around to do that. And stop the capture. Okay. Okay, now we've got cast iron going down to the city line. Now the camera is now pointed towards the city tap, and we have cast iron. Now, cast iron again is in very poor condition. So almost certainly what's causing the foundation movement is leak. These pipes leak like sieves. There's a joint, and we can't really tell whether or not that joint, the rubber has gone, but you know, it's 25-30 years since it was put in. Almost certainly would have gone. Well, we've gone a long way now. I haven't got to the city tap, but I can tell you that the property is responsible for a long run of cast iron piping. What that equates to is expense. You know, the longer the distance, the more money it costs to fix it. Okay, we're at the city tap. No, well actually I'm at a turn and I can't make the turn. I'm not going to force it because the camera could get stuck. And the camera's worth thousands. we're going to attempt to run the watering system. Okay, let's see if we've got some watering going on. Yes, we do. Always nice to see it. Just adjustment. It's risen. It just needs adjusting. I'll advance it on. Zone 2 should be running. Yep, zone 2 is coming up. Go and advance to zone 3. Okay, zone 3 should be watering. Zone 3, no apparent leaks. Okay, zone 4. Zone 6. There we go. Into the backyard. All's running. Excellent. Well, that's not good. Zone 7. This is the retaining wall for the property. You can see that we have a large crack opening up here. It doesn't seem to have moved much than that, but it is there. This is another crack in the retaining wall at the rear elevation. We've got zone 7, or it's zone 8 actually, running. Okay, all ran. We've heated the ovens up. Answer. Hi. Yep, I'm just sort of finishing up. Oh, okay, what time is your ETA? Okay, that's cool. Right. Okay, well. Yeah. Okay, I will see you later. Oh. Oh, pre-drywall. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I don't want to do that. I'll talk to him. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what city it's in? Oh, okay. 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 No, you're driving, that's right. That's right. Well, actually, if you want to read it to me now, I'll write it down. Hang on. Ooh, boy, it's hot out there. It's and I'm dropping things because I've got too hot. Okay, give me the number. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Where's Anderson? Yeah, where's Anderson? Okay, I got it. Okay, so I've got plenty of time. Okay then. I'll talk to you later. Drive carefully. Bye. Okay. Okay. You're just seeing if the furnace ignites. Hello? No, I'm up. I'm in the attic at the second. Okay, yeah, we got a blue flame. Furnace is running. Okay, let's start with the outside.
Okay, great.
There is significant foundation movement.
Okay.
The movement is such that it's almost certainly going to need piers, and the wall along here is in very poor condition. You can see here where this is called rotation. Basically, it's been here a long while. People have tried to fix it. You can see where they've used a caulking material. It doesn't work.
Okay.
So that's there. And then if you carry on down here,
May I ask what does work in there?
the wall needs to be rebuilt.
Okay.
Okay. These are veneers. You could take them off and just rebuild them.
Okay. Thank you.
But you know, pointing them at this stage isn't the answer. And here, this could collapse.
The veneer? Or?
The veneer, yes.
Okay.
The veneer wall could collapse. The veneer wall could collapse. It's moving. This is considerable.
Okay.
It's moving an awful lot. It's been called out, I think, by another inspector. You see these little bits of blue tape. Some inspectors put blue tape in things like that.
Okay.
But that is moving. You could come around here, and you see the grade beam here, and you see how the brickwork is breaking away here.
Yes.
So there's significant movement. Now, why would that be? Well, you mentioned that the plumbing had been fixed. Well, it was a temporary fix. It's not fixed. The plumbing contains both PVC, which is new, and cast iron.
Okay.
Cast iron is notorious for leaking. Cast iron pipes come in about 5-foot lengths,
Okay.
and at one end they flare, and where they flare the two pipes come together with a rubber gasket.
Okay.
That rubber gasket would have been fitted, when was this house built? 1980?
68, I think.
68, 1968. So over 40 years ago that was put together. That rubber will not be there anymore.
Okay.
So at every joint it's going to leak. Also where they connected PVC to the cast iron, that will leak.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because there's no seal, proper seal between. It's very difficult to get a good seal between cast iron and PVC.
Okay.
The correct fix is to remove all of the cast iron
Okay.
and re-plumb using PVC.
Okay.
Okay, there isn't another option. All sorts of people offer you all sorts of other options. Okay, that is the only option.
Okay.
Okay, and of course the reason they offer you options is this house was offered that option. It's cheaper
Right.
to do a fix it for now.
Right.
But the
Patch.
problem is the patch. The problem is because they did that, now they've got significant foundation issues.
Wow.
Okay, if we
And
come,
so the foundation issues are caused by the leaking.
Yes.
Where those seals are.
they
gone.
are. That's
Okay.
right. Yes.
Okay.
Water and foundations do not go together very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't. What is actually happening is there's a rise in the foundation either in the middle or a sinking in the foundation here. I've got plus or minus figures,
Okay.
so choose. You can either say it's sinking or it's rising.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Okay, I can.
Sinking at the edges or rising in the middle.
Yeah,
Same difference.
Same difference. When you plot it, and you'll see the plot in a minute, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let's continue round because we're now going to look at the these are clear outs. They're dry.
Okay.
No water is coming through them at all. I'm not quite sure why they're there. It may be that they were put in and abandoned. In other words, they had a problem with the system. They put them in. I couldn't get water to run out through it.
Okay.
Okay, the water came out of a clear out in the backyard, and we go and look at that clear out, and flowed down past the clear out, which is just in front of the garage there.
Okay.
And that's where your responsibility, if you own the house, would end, because after that it's the city.
Okay.
Okay, but the cast iron is running beneath the patio or the decking, the concrete decking of the pool. So that represents an issue in removing it. The cast iron that's under the house, you're going to have to tunnel to get at it. Okay, we're talking probably, plumbers vary.
Sure.
Okay,
Right.
from $10,000 to $20,000
Okay.
for the plumbing. This is the cast iron plumbing.
Okay.
This pipe is fine. This is the rubber seal that we're talking about. See this piece of rubber here?
Okay.
There's a similar piece that's used inside the pipe, but here it's not acidic. This is
Okay.
air. Now, sewerage is acidic,
Okay.
and it attacks the thing. The other thing too is that let's carry on walking.
Okay.
And you'll see the video of the sewer pipes. They are heavily pitted. This is where the water attacks, the acidic water attacks the pipe wall, and as it does, parts of the pipe crumble away. And what that results in is poor flow of the effluent through the pipe, and that can lead to backups.
Ah.
So here we are on the other elevation, and you can see the cracks here.
Yes.
The bathroom is in there, and when we look at the plot, you'll see where it's rising. Let's go and have a look at
Okay.
the plot.
Okay.
The air conditioning doesn't work properly, by the way, but there'll be an analysis of its performance in the report.
Okay.
So what we're looking at here, it's better if we go back to the original spreadsheet.
Okay.
This is a plot of the foundation, and so we have vectors P1 to P4, and there are 8 measurements along those vectors. And they start measuring from the rear elevation here,
Yes.
run to the front, roughly in a line here, not necessarily against the wall. I've got to work my way around furniture.
Right.
This has given us, can you see how this has risen here?
Yes.
Okay, if we turn this, we rotate this. Now what we're looking is from the front to the rear of the foundation.
Right.
Look.
Wow.
Okay, it's and as you say, I could normalise this, and it will still show a rise. You know, we just won't have any negative numbers.
Right.
Now, when we look at the spreadsheet here, you can see that we've got a standard deviation of over ½ inch. That means in 3 deviations out, it's going to move 1½ inches. Either way, we could get 3 inches within a short period of time.
Wow.
Because it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, of course, statistics.
Right.
We all know about statistics. Okay, but
Yes.
it is a tool to predict what can actually happen, and that's all I do with it, is I predict what I can see can happen.
Right.
You can see here at the moment the maximum rise is ½ inch, the minimum subsidence is 1½ inches. We've nearly got 2 inches of movement. Over a slab this side, that is significant.
Okay.
Okay, if you were getting a VA loan, you probably wouldn't get a VA loan for it.
Wow.
Okay, because of the
Okay.
foundation.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Now I've got to go.
And, I mean, is that something that can be cured with
Yeah,
putting in
yeah.
piers? Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 2 things. I mean, I don't. First Foundation is a company that I've known because I've met them. They come and talk to the home inspector business meetings and stuff like that.
Okay.
I have a plumber,
Okay.
okay, who did my house.
Mm-hmm.
I had to replace all of my cast iron sewerage lines.
Okay.
My house was
You
built
know
in.
well.
I do. It was built in 1950.
Okay.
Okay. Some of my sewer lines were cardboard
Wow.
because after the war there was a shortage of steel.
Wow.
So they made sewer pipes out of cardboard impregnated with tar.
Wow.
Yes. Wow.
It's amazing that it worked at all. But
It worked very, very well. It lasted longer than the cast iron.
wow.
Yes, it's a composite material, given
Right.
its modern name.
Right.
Okay, just because it
That's
was 1940 doesn't mean
Well,
to say they didn't know what they were doing. They were pretty clever.
Right. No, clearly.
Yeah, clearly, very clever. So
Wow.
that cast iron, the cast iron under my house,
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 quotes, one at 22,000, one at 13,000 and one at 7,000. Guess which one I had? 7,000.
Yes.
And that was done by TriStar Plumbing.
Okay.
What I could do is, if you're okay with it and you want to go ahead, we could show them, we could send them the video,
Okay.
and they don't need to put a camera down. They can
Right.
look at it and tell you.
Okay.
I know what they're going to tell you,
Right. Right.
okay?
Well, no,
But-
I think that'd still be useful.
Yeah, because you want to know,
I'd like to know.
you want to know a price.
Right.
That's absolutely right. As we go round the house, there's all sorts of telltale signs of movement. Subtly, up at the wall here, you see the
Yes.
dark line is started to separate.
Right.
That's where the roof stays in place because it's supported by all the walls all the way around. But as sort of a partition wall like this moves, that moves. Then along here we have separation here.
Right.
Okay,
I see
this
that.
door's jammed. It doesn't open and close properly. Okay, this door in here is jammed. In here you've got
Oh,
a
yes.
major crack here. And if we come into this room, we have another one developing here. It's starting to accelerate now.
Is that part of it also?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there's other things, but they're on a level of, on a scale of 1 to 10, where the foundation and the sewer lines are 10. everything else is coming in at 2 or 3. Even the
Okay.
air conditioning can be fixed relatively for dollars, not thousands.
Okay.
Okay, so the key thing to focus on is what would it cost to get that plumbing, because they've done a job, that somebody's fixed it.
Right.
Okay, it's very, I mean, you know, I wouldn't have allowed it if I was the engineer on the job. It's like, no, you can't do it. Okay, no,
Wow.
I just wouldn't have allowed it.
Okay.
Sadly, they don't have engineers working on these properties, so you know they do as they please.
Right.
The foundation settlement along this side of the wall here, that needs to be addressed. The family's got to address it.
Okay.
Their home is at risk, so they've got to address it.
Okay.
Wow. That's it. I mean, there's lots of little things and everything else. It's got aluminium wiring, aluminum wiring.
Right.
I'll put something
They-
in.
They
Okay.
said that it had been pigtailed. Is that accurate? And is that
Well, they've got pigtails in it, but I've not taken the outlets apart. Here's the issue with aluminum wiring. Okay, they are prone to causing fires.
right?
You're going to get a recommendation to have an electrician. I can't not take the risk of not telling you.
Okay.
You've got to, you know, you've got to have a thing. The way to do it is not pigtailing.
Okay.
Okay, if it's been pigtailed, it's wrong.
Okay.
It's got to be crimped, and that's what they get a piece of copper, the aluminium wire, and they crimp it, and the tool puts so much force on it, it cold welds the aluminum to the copper,
Okay.
and then
And so-
then it's fine.
Okay.
But
and
if it's-
that's not pigtailing.
That is not pigtailing.
Oh. So I mean, I read a little bit about this. I saw in the seller's disclosure
Yeah.
that there was aluminum wiring, and I said, well, I'd be unwilling to move in with aluminum wiring. And they said, well, you know, we've already had it pigtailed. They described it as crimping when I spoke to them, but
You're gonna have to find out what it basically. In the report, I will tell you exactly what the tool is.
Okay.
Okay, there's only one company in the Metroplex that does it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Palmer Electric.
Okay.
They're the only company that's got the tool. The tool costs $3,000 to rent per year,
Wow.
and the little connectors that they have to bring, they cost a lot. So it costs about $30 per outlet
Okay.
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
The voltage drop across these is too low. I've got to double check for aluminum, but at the moment the drop should be no more than 3 volts. Most of the outlets are dropping. It was 17, so it's dropping 4 and 3. It's dropping 7 volts.
Wow.
That's significant.
Yeah. Boy. Huh. These are some real issues.
Yes.
Glad you found them. Glad we didn't discover them later.
That's what I try to do.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what else?
Needs a new water heater.